have to play Snake Eyes. You know, that's a match that we're all familiar with, Balrog versus Zangief. But what about online Tony?
Well, I don't know. I don't play Balrog anymore, so, you know, I'm playing Faye, bro.
Just straight up like that. Okay. All right, now Ricky, I'm going to say that it's going to come down to you because if Eduardo has to use Fei Long, you're going to have to come in on cleanup against online Tony's Seth. How do you feel about that match?
I'm pretty confident in that match. I used to play against Ryan Seth all the time, and I know little nuances in the match a lot. And I have faith in Eduardo. I mean, he's new to Fei Long, but his Fei Long improved a lot since he's
It's still Bruce Lee. Okay. All right. Good luck, guys. It's going to be Waseda style, 2 out of 3 sets, which means everybody's playing everybody. Wednesday Night Fights versus FGTV. Let's go.
All right. This is going to be a blind pick for the orders. And for those people unfamiliar with Waseda style, it's going to be the first people versus the first. So the first 2 people in the list play each other.
Right. A and A. A plays A.
Second players play each other.
B and B.
And the third players play each other.
Correct. C and C.
Whoever wins gets moved to the bottom.
Right.
And they just keep fighting until that's it. There's nobody left.
Exactly. So if A1 wins the first one, A2 loses, and B2 wins the second one, then after the first one goes all the way through, they'll play each other after that. That's kind of how it works, but you'll get the hang of it if that doesn't make any sense.
Right, and the way it's going to work is when A plays A, so let's say the orders, it's Mark Teddy going up against PR Rog.
Yeah.
They'll play each other. It's one game
Yeah.
between those 2. And then after we determine the winner for that set, it's 2 out of 3 sets. So they have to. So it's pretty much exactly like we had with Aftershock, except for the first 2, except the games, it's just one game. So.
Yeah, so it looks like it's Online Tony sitting down first and Eduardo on the other side.
Right.
So this is going to be Seth versus, I guess, Faye.
Now, obviously, we're from Southern California. We go to Wednesday night fights all the time. So we're going to be rooting for our Wednesday night fight boys. But you know what? This is going to be an uphill battle for them.
Yeah, I'm going to try to stay unbiased, but we'll see whether that works out.
Oh, yeah.
It's an uphill battle in terms of the respect situation, but I do feel that they can all do really well. I mean, hey, Snake Eyes did the best of anybody, of any American player at the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary Tournament. He is super strong. And I feel that the other 2 guys are very strong too, just haven't really had the chance to prove themselves like that. And in terms of the character matchups, I think that these could all be pretty good. Now, it is blind pick, so we're not sure who's going to be up next. But, Seth versus Faye, I think that's fine. If it comes into like maybe Guy versus Sim and then Zangief versus Rufus, that could all be in Wednesday Night Fight's favor. Of course, it could be the opposite of that too. It could be Dawson versus Zangief,
which is bad.
Right, and then Rufus versus Guy, which I don't like either. So it can go either way here.
All right. So again, first up, one game. Wednesday night fights on the first player side, FGTV. On the second player side, Socal versus NorCal. Online Tony going with Seth.
NorCal backing their team all but financially.
Yeah. And FGTV going with Fei Long.
So the key to this is that Tony does not want to be, he can punish. Taking risks early.
And he's got him with the Rekkas.
Tony does not want to be on the ground. It's not a ground match for him. This is stay away, then get in there once you have the chance.
Okay, mix-up time. Okay, goes for the front, and then goes for the SPD now. So another couple of mix-ups, and we're going to see a dizzy
that's punishable.
Long, but
I don't think that's what he intended to do right there.
He might have tried to option select the backdash and hit it, but he just didn't get it fast enough.
Right.
So unfortunately, loses a little bit of momentum, and that's what Seth is all about, especially online. Tony said, "Oh, is that going to combo?"
Wow, that was so sick. He hit confirmed the boom. Amazing, and now he can set up pretty good situation for himself afterward. Is it the cross-up?
Off the wall.
It's off the wall. Oh, damn, what a comeback from Tony. Remember, it's just one game.
Online Tony says, you know what? I'm just going to uppercut. I'm going to do it because that's what I do. That is my thing.
What a confirm that was into Ultra One.
That pretty much turned that whole round around.
Yeah, it gave him a great chance.
Oh, and there's that ambiguous jump from Fei Long. Nice tech throw, and again, PR Rog with a sizable lead, but let's see if he can keep this up.
Nice, there you go.
PR Rog clearly expecting the SPD.
And again, he's just option selecting SPD, focus dash or not.
And there's
Focus
the back
cancel or
throw.
not.
Okay, good block from PR Rog. Oh, not going to be able to get into that low jab.
Wow. That was I think supposed to be Ultra 1. He
uh-huh.
flashed yellow, which might have come out accidentally as like EX Fireball. That's too bad for him, but it's a lucky break for Eduardo.
All right, so now 2 rounds here where it felt like it just kind of seesawed back and forth between the players.
Like I said, this is not what Tony wants to be doing. He doesn't want to be on the ground, especially doesn't want to be in the corner.
Oh, wow. And there it is. Seth's uppercut has the most invincibility of non-EX uppercuts.
Yeah, and it beats a lot of EX uppercuts even. Oh, that's big.
Huge damage here. And what does he have as a follow-up? He's going to teleport. Okay, he tried to bait out a flame kick, it looked like.
I think you're right.
And a good punish there, a whiff punish on that focus attack. Oh,
Got him with that neutral jump around us. Got a great hitbox on that. So now Tony trying to stay away again. Trying to react with something.
I love that early jump kick from PR Rog.
Oh, that could be
early.
it. And he chooses not to go into Ultra. He still has the corner, though. Oh, that's going to be it.
Yeah.
That's going to be it. PR Rog takes the first one. Tony scratched out.
Right, so that means PR Rog is still in it.
PR Rog, you're not playing right now.
But he will be moved to the back of the list. And now player 2 versus player 2 comes up. This is going to be key here, whether or not Filipino champ goes up against Guy or Zangief, because depending on who it ends up, could be a drastically different matchup.
And remember, it's blind. So, okay, it's Ricky Ortiz, Rufus. Who's being sent out over here? Ideally for Socal, ideally for Wednesday Night Fights, it's Snake Eyes with Zangief, who's already shown, and it is...
But wait, were they discussing it or were they picking it beforehand?
Maybe only the first one was blind pick. I'm not sure, actually. I think that's what we're talking about, or what they're talking about right now. Ryan regulating, I guess.
Yep. All right, so yeah, this is definitely the better scenario for the players.
Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah.
Ricky, though, as far as Rufuses go, is one of the best in the world, and has the sense of spacing and footsies and prediction and all that kind of stuff that can serve him so well in this kind of match. It's not an easy matchup for his character. It's boiled down basically to this ground game as Rufus, where you have to try to react against the jump. You have to try to deal with Zangief's better normals. It's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part for me is that Justin Wong is a very footsie, patient-oriented Rufus, but Ricky is super aggressive. And you can't be super aggressive against a Zangief. You have to play a little more conservative. You've got to play a little bit more held back against him. So, and Snake Eyes, obviously Ricky has had a lot of practice against Zangief.
Oh, yeah.
But like we keep saying it over and over again, Snake Eyes and Zangief, two very different styled Zangief. So.
That's true. Frankly, I think that Snake Eyes is the best Zangief in the world right now.
Yeah, and I feel like his style of play, the little bit more patient style, will probably serve to do better against Ricky's aggressive style than Zangief, because Zangief always tries to go in. This is obviously a button check here. Ricky has not decided to go with Hakan.
It'd be a great pick if he did, though, because that character beats Keith, but that's not what's going to happen.
I mean, just a little story. PR Rog actually ended up playing Infiltration online against his Fei Long versus Hakan. And even now, PR Rog is saying that Hakan is way underrated.
Yeah, I asked him why he didn't believe me when I told him that before. He was like, well, it's different when you hear it than when you play it. And, you know, there's some truth in that.
Yep, and here we go. It's like we said, Rufus, Zangief. I mean, we saw this at the LA 25th anniversary. This is going to be a very long match.
Yeah, it can definitely take a while. Expect to see a lot of step back, step toward, occasional normal. That's pretty much how it's going to go. Ricky's starting things off for himself.
But you can see already that Ricky's hitting a lot more buttons than when we saw when Justin played him at the 25th anniversary tournament.
Wow, these are some guesses coming in right now.
Oh, okay. Tried to do an empty jump into SPD. Ricky sniffed that one out, backdash.
So now that Ricky has meter for EX Snake Strike, the anti-air for Rufus, count on Snake Eyes to not jump quite as much to war. He understands that Ricky has some of the best reaction EX Snake Strike ability in the world, and it's not something that you want to test more than you need to.
Okay, goes for that, jabs him out of the backdash, catches him out of the air.
He's trying to hurry Ricky. Okay, nice. Just get into the grab.
I think he was trying to chase a backdash in that situation there with that green hand. Unfortunately, this is going to get him largely punished. The back throw into the ambiguous dive kick, and here comes oh no.
Ricky just, very smart, just gets away. And remember what I said about the air. So you have to establish air attack. If you're Geef, you can't let it go by the wayside entirely, because then Ricky gets to focus on one thing, and that gets easy. So you do have to have both, but it's going to be tough to find the times to actually get the jumps. It's going to be tough to find the times to get the buttons.
And you know what? The interesting thing right now is Snake Eyes, I believe, still has slightly more life. Either that or they're exactly the same.
I really have no idea.
There it is. Okay.
Now we know. And Ricky's trying to stay just outside of green hand range where he can react to something. Oh, that was big. And Ricky doesn't get hit by anything there. Oh, I thought he was fixing to EX Snake it. Look at the time. 4 seconds.
So just wasting time.
That was so smart. How smart was that block string right there? That block string sucked off a very important 2 seconds on the clock.
There was only 4 left, so he got half of it down.
Exactly. So smart right there. Rufus, his horrible hitbox moves very far forward during Crouching Fierce.
Yeah, I would like to see Snake Eyes maybe go for a few focus attacks at Crouch Fierce range. If he can just focus through that Crouch Fierce and dash forward and punish it.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Geef can do. He can punish it with stand short EX hand. But, at this point, Snake Eyes has the life lead. He doesn't really need to take big risks like that.
And probably
that was it, though. That was it. Again, that's it. That's what those dashes are about.
And he might also be just trying to save that card for later, perhaps.
Right.
And Snake Eyes, you've seen, he's used a lot of green hands, just kind of raw green hands, naked green hands. I really think he's going for a backdash punish. And uses a lot of meter there, but he's got Ricky in the corner. This is a bad position for Rufus.
Meter isn't that big a deal for Geef. It's not like he's trying to escape with it. It's really more about pressure and gaining the life lead. He has the life lead, so that's fine. It did exactly what it needed to do.
And now Snake Eyes with a good life lead. Oh, he tried to SPD, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what's he got here is a mix-up. Oh, and he goes
Fierce? No, it wasn't Fierce, so Ricky is still alive.
So close.
He's got a chance. There it is. Stand short. Ricky bounces off of the seat. Snake Eyes wins the second one, and now it is Mark Teddy's turn.
Yep, and again, this is the optimal situation here because Dalsum, obviously keep-away character. Now, Guy, between his very large jump, his changeable jump arc with the down strong, the Bushido throw, which he can also change with the elbow drop, and an off-the-wall jump.
Yeah, and EX run and the slide, those are all problems for Sim.
Yeah, definitely helps him get in a lot better. And there you see teammate AGE Knives walking up to Snake Eyes, talking to him a little bit, giving him some strategies and tactics. And of course, you see Liga in the back there.
Yep.
Making an appearance here once again at Southern California Regionals.
There are three of the 3 people on the Wednesday Night Fights team: Mark Teddy, Online Tony, Snake Eyes. That's how they performed this season in Wednesday Night Fights.
And to be honest with you, Snake Eyes is only that far down because he didn't show up a lot of the weeks.
Right.
But every week that Snake Eyes shows up, he always consistently gets very far, very scary, one of the biggest threats.
You know, this week in the Super Turbo tournament, he beat Mike Watson.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
he
yeah,
did.
That's right. At Super Arcade, right?
Yeah. He's just a good player overall. Mark is immediately in there, starting things off. There's the slide again. That's tough for Sim to deal with because that's something to really go for if you're a Guy, and it beats a lot of Sim's options at that range. Again, he's missed the throw a couple times now.
See, I like him using that Bushido throw to get in close.
Nice block.
Look at this pressure going here. Now he's got the hit. Good combo and safe jump setup. Interesting. Not sure if he meant to do that.
And he did press. Nice slide.
Nice, great stuff there. And see, there it goes, that far jump. Nice frame traps, and there's that safe jump again. And he goes for it again.
The light kick. He had done a hard button each time, which puts his opponent in more block zone than the light, so F-Champ was not ready for the throw tech quite as fast as he needed to be.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that,
wow,
that's
big.
That's his trick right there. He always, whenever he does the focus attack, focus cancel, he just lets it rip.
This is not looking good for Filipino champ, caught in the corner, trying to battle his way back. That's not Sim's strength.
Oh, nice. Fake out with the focus attack, dash forward throw. Here comes the ambiguous.
Stays in front. He can close it. Bam, bam, bam. And that is the first set Most of the way done. PR Rog is the only player remaining for FGTV, so he has to beat both Snake Eyes and Marcus.
So PR Rog, yeah, that's right. PR Rog has to go through 2 players right now. Zangief versus Fei Long. Probably not a match that I would necessarily say Zangief loses. I think Fei Long does very decent again. It's like a 5-5 match.
I would say pretty much even. If I had to give one character the advantage, it would probably be very slight Fei. But I think that's only after seeing Fudo. Before I thought that it was totally even.
Right.
After seeing Fudo play it, maybe rethinking it a little bit. But the thing is that Fudo plays all the time against Itabashi Zangief, one of the best beefs in the world.
That's true.
Which is why he knows the matchup so well. These guys played online. They had an online set. It was a 1-to-5. Snake Eyes won. PR Rog having switched to Fei, pretty recently, last month and a half. So while he's a very, very talented player, he doesn't have everything about the matchup quite yet.
PR Rog and Snake Eyes having a friendly little exchange there in the front.
Right.
I mean, at this point in time, I do feel like Fei Long probably beats Guy, but Zangief, I feel like this is a very crucial match here.
Definitely. It would be something if the guy who just switched his character to Fei was the one who ended up saving FGTV in this first set. It's possible, he needs to do it to win it.
Hey, I mean, whenever we did, for example, like the Aftershock tournament, a lot of people clowned on the fact that Hanzo Gonzo was on the NorCal team, but he actually held his own I believe it was the first set, right? Before...
I don't remember which set it was.
Yeah, but Hanzo Gonzo did his job, first or second set. I think it was the second set.
We got Professor Bruce in here. He was just looking for it. I mean, you can kind of see by the way people are moving their character, whether they're looking to buffer stuff. And it looked to me like he was looking for anti-air right there.
And keep in mind that Fei Long has a much easier...
Already we see a little bit of character unfamiliarity. On a blocked sweep, Fei gets free Rekkas.
Yeah, but also, Fei Long has an easier uppercut. You can actually do back-forward, back, kick. So it's actually a lot easier to anti-air with Fei Long than it is a lot of other characters. And then look at that meaty jump, neutral jump fierce. Great whip punish from Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes looks like he's just going to hang out over there. I think that's fine. He can definitely do that.
Like I said, he has a very patient style Zangief, and he's very willing to back himself in the corner, just like this.
The range he had on that, just outside of the Rekka, perfect. Oh, he guessed it, and he can close it out. All he needs is light kick. Really? And that's a punish. All he needed right there was the fierce into kick lariat. But anyway, he takes it.
Yeah, we always talk about Dominion as a player who, when he gets back into the corner, he's still very strong. And I feel very similarly about Snake Eyes. He does not get nervous as Zangief when you back him into the corner.
If you're a Geef against Fei and Fei does 2 Rekkas on you, you can just start mashing EX spinning pile driver. Nothing Fei can do about that at that point. I'm sorry, did I say EX Rekka? I meant regular Rekka.
And now, look how much meter PR Rog has. Burns half of it there to make that flame kick safe. Oh, punish time.
Would have been ultra. It's going to be 250 though. Nice. Didn't work out for him. Did he guess right? Nope. That is going to be, should be set number 1 for Wednesday Night Fights. Let's see if this does kill him off. I think it's going to.
I'm sure it's going to.
There it is. Set number 1. Snake Eyes and Marcus both still alive. We're going to go over to Gutex and get some words from him.
Check. All right. Okay, so that was the end of the first set. Okay, all right. Now, I gotta say, I think you guys kind of took these guys by surprise. What do you think, Tony?
What did you say?
You guys, I think they underestimated you guys. I think you guys came to play and they were like, who are these guys? I mean, Filipino champ confused Mark Teddy with CJ.
It's just Tuesday. Yo, where were you 3 at Evo, bros? Where were you 3 at Evo?
All right. I mean, that's a pretty good argument. You know, you guys are all very established Evo veterans, top 8 in multiple games. These guys just placed top 8 in weeklies, right? Like, who are these guys? But I think you guys maybe underestimated them. I mean, you confused Mark Teddy with CJ. I mean, I don't think...
Well, like, this is what happened, okay? I did not expect him to slid 5 times in the beginning of the match. I was really thrown off about that strategy. I mean,
You thought he had a larger repertoire in...
I thought he had like a higher IQ than normally a lot of people. So I didn't expect that. I can't really say the word that I can't really say the word that's in my brain right now because I can't. But I wanted it to, Yeah. No, not that one.
A different obscenity.
Nintendo.
Ricky, what about you? I mean, that was a tough match. You know, Rufus versus Zangief. You guys gonna be switching up the order here?
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
All right, set 2. Wednesday Night Fights 1, FGTV 0.
Well, it's going to be PR Rock starting things out again, looks like. As far as what Champ was saying about Slide, like I said, I think Slide is perfectly legit at that range against Sim. I think it really deals pretty well with some of Sim's options.
Yeah,
and it's not like Sim was showing things like Yoga Tower or medium kick drill, which I think both deal with that situation. So, hey, if he gets hit by it, got to deal with it.
I mean, the main thing about it is, honestly, even if he, let's say he blocks the slide, what is Dhalsim really going to do to make him suffer for it?
Yeah,
you know?
that's why it's fine. So they're going to stick PR Rog out in front again, see whether he can do a little bit better this time.
Ooh, really? What an opening gambit from Online Tony.
Jump with jump strong. He can punish. He's gonna. Wow, this is not looking good right now for Eduardo.
Right,
Next mix-up could be stun.
Oh, good stuff, but he missed it. Oh, no, he got it.
he's
He got it.
good.
Okay. It looked like he went right under there. And just like that, he evened the match up.
Gets out of there. Yeah, you're right. Almost even in life just off that, and that now it's gonna be. In fact, FGTV now has the lead.
Oh, great block from PR Rog.
I like that block a lot. Tony showed that in the first set. Do it again. That's Tony, man.
Yep. He doesn't
I would
care.
do it again. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What did I just tell you? I would have done the same thing, man. I would have done the same thing. At that point, let me tell you what's going through Eduardo's head. I've proven to him that I'm the smarter player. He's going to stop being such an idiot because now he respects me. But that's not Tony. You have to know that that's not Tony.
Oh, great blocking. And this time he goes for the SPD. You see?
I'm telling you.
Mixing it up. And he's got another mix-up coming here. Great block. Goes for the regular throw. I love that from Online Tony. Oh, no uppercut from Online Tony. I could have swore he was going to be ready for that jump. Get the anti-air, but not going to happen. But air to air, and then another uppercut.
Just do it again, dude. Why not? Godlike. Oh, that would have hit.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a dangerous.
That's
but
He didn't even get the boom afterward. That's it. Eduardo goes down. So Tony alive. Who's up next? That's the question right now. Marcus is obligated to come up next. Okay, it's going to.
No, Snake Eyes has
I'm
to
sorry.
go.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Snake Eyes has to go up next, and they're going to switch it up by putting Ryan Filipino Champ in second.
Right. So this is the order that would have favored FGTV the first time.
Right. And I think this is smart of them to go for it.
Oh yeah.
Very smart indeed.
So
We don't really have a very high-level sim player in Socal anymore.
Yeah.
We used to, but that's a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Whereas Filipino Champ, I think, probably has had a lot of experience against Van Geef up there. He knows this matchup.
Yeah, and in case the people at home don't know this, the winning team has to stick with the same order. There's no more blind picks at this point.
Yeah, he does look strong. I agree with you. But that's the power of his character, is that it makes things that on the face of it look stupid seem strong.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that last uppercut he did after the FADC, Of course you don't want to uppercut there because you're betting it all, and if they block it, you lose or whatever like that.
But that's Seth. You have to be willing to take the risks. You can't be a Seth player and be unwilling to take those risks. It's just not the character. You have to have a gamble style.
And knowing that logic is exactly why Online Tony did that last uppercut. Because he knows, I mean, it's that whole, you know that I know that you know that I know that you know.
Yeah, that's right. Ultra 2, huh? Interesting.
I mean, how often does Dalsum go into the air?
He goes into the air basically when Geef corners him, I guess. Maybe that's what he's thinking about.
I mean, usually when Dalsum goes in the air, it's from pretty far away that I don't think the Ultra 2 can catch. You know, when you try to do an air-to-air counter with Dalsum, such like a jumping strong or something.
Yeah, it just depends on where it is, but you're right. I think usually that's not really an issue. Oh, we'll see how he uses it. But he's playing super patiently so far. Ooh, could have had a free jab green hand to get over, but didn't take it.
And I like the way Filipino Champ is changing up the speeds of the fireballs, keeping Snake Eyes guessing a little bit more.
Champ is playing this matchup very, very well. His back is towards the corner now, which is what needs to happen if you're Snake Eyes. So Champ has to be a little worried at this point. He doesn't quite have, well, he's very far away, actually, from getting Ultra for any kind of escape.
Okay, he's in now. Ooh, comboed.
That's a lot of life lost right there, and now he's in the corner.
And this is the hardest thing about Dalsum. You can sit here and play great defense all day, and then all of a sudden he gets in one time, and that's the round. That's all it took was one entrance in there.
Let's go Firelager, ETR, Blake.
Look at that.
But yeah, I mean, he played it so well, Filipino Champ, for the first, 50 seconds. And then it just fell apart at the end.
That's the life you accept when you play Dalsum.
Right. He can just, okay, yeah, that's a smarter punish.
Wow. Snake Eyes just walking right in there.
And he knows, as we saw last time, even if he has very little life, once he gets to the corner, he can seal it. So he's okay if he has to spend some life getting in.
And once again, we see the same kind of situation here. Filipino Champ with a huge life lead, but we saw what happened in round one when he got in one time. He's got him in the corner. Okay, there's the EX green hand. He's in, but now what?
Well, Champ is trying not to panic. He's doing a good job with the stand shorts. At that range, Geef doesn't have great ways to deal with that.
Nice standing roundhouse from him. And now it looks like Snake Eyes just trying to build a little bit of meter.
Yep, he was playing for next round. You're right. So can he keep this up, Filipino Champ? Very consistent play in that last round.
And now he's got a full super meter. This is really good for anti-air super or just repeated EX up blasts if he can get in. Like, he can slide in the distance and make sure he gets close enough. But a great trade there.
Oh, no. That's a huge loss for him.
You saw how much mileage Filipino Champ got out of just even EX fireballs to be able to use for zoning.
No EX hand there. It was a free opportunity. Just didn't take it quite. And now Filipino Champ trying to feint with that crouching jab. That's what that's about. He jumped forward to try to get himself out of the corner, but ended up putting himself at a disadvantage. I love that range Snake Eyes jumps from. It's just outside. There's the counter to it, though. And now it's just going to be a couple more fierces. That's all he can withstand. So Ryan is looking good. He's got his back to the corner. But he's trying to move out of it. Only one thing else. Oh, one more, I guess. He can't take any chip. No, that's it.
That's it
Ryan,
right there.
Good job to Filipino Champ. Beats Snake Eyes. So now it's going to be at the end, Mark Teddy versus one of the best Rufus players in the world, Ricky Ortiz.
This is really rough here because even though we have Justin Wong in Southern California right now, he doesn't show up to a lot of Wednesday night fights. And there are not a lot of really, really strong Rufuses. I mean, we have good Rufuses, but obviously Ricky is at a completely different level than any other Rufus except for Justin Wong. And so it's going to be rough for Marcus. I don't think he's had quite the experience going up against a Rufus like Ricky's.
Yeah, you're probably right. But, I mean, his character can do some good stuff against Guy. It's really just a tale of who gets their offense started first. He has great mix-ups against wide-body Rufus. He has high stun combos that can be a problem for low-stun Rufus. That kind of stuff. So, just have to see what happens at the start. But if Ricky starts to rush down, I don't really like Guy's options to get out of that.
Especially because we know Marcus is a crouch short monster.
Yeah, Ricky's going to pick up on that.
And that's going to get blown up by instant air dive kick a lot. So Marcus is going to have to learn some restraint in this match in order to come out victorious.
It's 1-1 right now.
Oops, accident, let go of the focus attack a little too early.
Ricky in first, and back in there immediately. Again in there immediately. He's recognized how to get in here against Marcus, and he's made it happen. Some crazy side that hit on. He goes for the setup, yes, rather than the extra hit. Ooh, crouching short, but he drops it. That's not like Marcus.
Wow, just do an EX hurricane there.
Yeah, I love that. I was just going to say, that's very good information for Ricky Ortiz, seeing when his opponent will panic. And oftentimes when people panic out of situations, they then press a little bit too hard, not thinking that you'll do the same thing against them. Ricky knows how all of this mind game stuff,
right.
and he made good use of it.
And you saw right there, how did that round end? Is because Marcus did a crouch short, and the instant air dive kick beat him.
Right.
So he really has to be careful with that against Ricky. Nice throw, but he did a back throw instead of a forward throw, so didn't keep Guy in the corner.
Oh, he's not getting what he needs to get right now, and certainly not in that situation.
And that's exactly what you mentioned. He started reading that desperation from Marcus, able to bait out the EX Hurricane a lot easier.
Yeah, he was baiting it there.
And you can see now Marcus scared to touch that low short.
Well, this is a big opportunity for him that he's really got to make count. I love his timing on that. He's got the ultra to close the round, I think. I think so. Yes, he does take it after all. Marcus leans back in his chair. I don't know if he was certain about it.
Holding his breath. Time probably seemed to go so slow while I was waiting for that drop to happen.
Right. There's the EX. Oh, Marcus with the read. That's good.
Nice.
That's good for him.
Like
but
that.
Ricky
Did
needs to get back to what he was doing before. He does not want to get lit up like this.
Get ready for Dizzy.
It's on the neck. Oh, there it is. Actually, it's at the last hit. Right back into the corner. Goes for a reset.
Ooh,
and he waits. So smart by Marcus. He's playing this very well against somebody with excellent mind games. But here comes Ricky. Ricky's got a big chance here now.
One cross-up mix-up that he has.
Remember the reads he's had against Ricky. Remember these.
And like I said, blowing up that crouch tech again.
And he went for it again. I can't believe he went for it again.
Oh
my God.
Slide. He goes for the slide, and look at Marcus jumping out of his chair right now. And you can see all of his Socal brethren cheering him on. And now Marcus and Online Tony left to defeat Filipino champ. He has to take out a set and a guy. This is not looking good for FGTV House at all. These are two characters who can do a very good job against Dulcim. Both of them without much trouble getting in.
Yeah, we already saw Marcus versus Filipino champ, and that didn't go too well for him. As far as Online Tony versus Filipino champ, the matchup is not a great one for Sim. Filipino champ understands the character, having played it for quite a while, so he's not going to get caught off guard by anything. The question is just, can he play good enough keep away right now?
Yeah, but you can see one of the strengths of Filipino champ is that he's one of the smartest players that we know. And we talked about how playing the set is kind of just taking away thought,
right.
and just going nuts. And so let's see if Filipino champ can handle that situation.
Now, those are nice because he takes some life off of Seth, but unfortunately they're jump backwards. And as you can see, he puts himself in the corner. So if you're Seth, you're willing to take some of that life in order to get your opponent into that situation. What?
Oh, too far.
I don't know what's happening. He is just wilding out right now. Tony with some craziness. That's not even normal Online Tony craziness. That was just weird stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen him do a lot of what he was just doing there. All right, gets the SBD in. So here comes the mix-up. Is it going to be a dive kick in front or a cross-up? Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's actually punishable. Any block fierce is a fierce for Sim. Nice slide under. Again, like I said, he's not going to get caught off guard by setups. He knows them.
Oh, he tried to focus through that, but Yoga Flame, Armor Breaker. Ooh, great trade for Filipino champ.
No, that's not good for him.
SBD'd.
Now it's a bad guess for Filipino champ. How to get out of this? Oh, focus backwards. That worked out great.
Oh, and a backdash off of an uppercut FADC. That's very rare from Online Tony to see him FADC backwards.
It's really rare to see him focus backdash or focus dash at all on hit. Ooh, he can't take anything now. No, that's not going to work. He's going to get killed.
Yeah.
He's going to get killed.
And look at this. Now we're down to the last players. This is a run back between Mark Teddy and Filipino Champ. And Filipino Champ says he has this read now. He says, I did not believe he's going to slide. And you know, this is kind of like that paper, rock, scissors thing where when you say, I'm going to play rock, you're kind of trying to get into your opponent's head.
Yeah.
Now that he's already said, I didn't think he was going to slide so much. Now is Marcus going to try to change it up? Or is he just going to say, you know what, I'm going to play my game and just keep sliding?
Well, Marcus is currently 2-0 in this set.
Marcus doing very well so far, the MVP.
Yeah, he's the only person in this team tournament so far to not have lost a game. And he can close it out for his team right now. Filipino Champ trying to keep his team alive. I feel like the longer this set goes, the more it favors team FGTV.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So Marcus is going to really try to close this out as soon as possible. Looking good. This is great keep away.
Oh wow!
And
look at that.
He timed it right. Was the thing there.
Great throw tech. It's exactly what and you see him.
There's like I said, he can do the tower to beat that.
Okay, not ready for the throw that time, and that was a frame trap, but Marcus misses the rest of that combo.
Still in there though. Filipino champion. If not, he can block.
Oh,
really?
He hit him. He hit him, so he froze in the air. If he had missed Dulcim, he would have been able to land and block
I
in
thought,
time.
yeah. I thought that Ultra One was going to change his hitbox in a certain way, or his hurtbox, but it didn't happen.
Great anti-air.
Filipino champ just picking a spot on screen, trying to defend it. You only do that so long against a character like Guy.
Nice. Basically did one low short, then just took a tiny step, got another one in there. Oh, wow. And then the throw, Dizzy.
Oh, man, Marcus, what a series for him. Filipino champ trying to fight from the corner, and he just couldn't get it. So clearly it's all about not getting into the corner against Guy. See if he can do that here.
And look at that look on Filipino champ's face, and he did it. He went for the EX slide right at the opening of the round.
This is set point.
Oh, but Marcus Teddy missing that. Oh,
that's punishable. Yes,
yeah.
and he gets it. He knows. Trying to throw his opponent into the corner or looking for the setups.
Oh, that was very weird. But he should be able to combo off of this. Got to be careful of the Dizzy now.
Yeah, Filipino champ has got to be real worried right now. He's got to get away. Got to find some way to get out of this. And he just hasn't been able to. Marcus is in his face now again. And he got the stun. And Wednesday Night Fights takes it over FGTV.
And all from Marcus Teddy, who had not lost a single game.
He went 3-0 in this. He was the only one to do so.
Wednesday Night Fights, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? It is the one least known player here. We've all seen Snake Eyes do well. Online Tony is a known player. FGTV House accolades, across the wall. And the MVP here,
wow,
least known player, Mark Teddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of our good friends. So happy for him.
Good job to him. Good job to him. So we're going to go over to Gutex, get some words from him and the players.
Wow, Mark Teddy. Wow. All right, so Team Wednesday Night Fights, Mad Cats DMG, Online Tony, AGE Snake Eyes, and the as of yet still unsigned Mark Teddy takes it 2-0. 2-0 over FGTV. Mark Teddy getting hype. Tell us a little bit about what went down in that last match. I mean, it looked like Champ was keeping you out pretty well, but then it's like you just get one knockdown and then you just go crazy.
That's how the matchup works with Guy Dawson. I can get in easy, but he can keep me out easy with slides and everything like that. So I got to bait out the right slide, the roundhouse, the light kick one. I have to bait out the wrong anti-air normal so I can punish him. And it just was going for me the second and third round.
Nicely done, nicely done. Now, Online Tony, at first I thought that if you had to play Eduardo, he would play Balrog and you would just kind of run over him. But what do you think about PR Balrog's Fei Long?
It's okay. But it's only a few weeks old or like months. I know that.
Okay, all right. It's okay. All right. Snake Eyes, good stuff. What do you think the hardest match was? I mean, well, I'm going to say, what was the easiest match for you?
That's kind of putting somebody on the spot, but it might have been Ricky. Yeah, might have been Ricky.
All right. All right. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the Wednesday Night Fights versus FGTV exhibition. Good games to everybody. Really strong showings by everybody. Next up in just a few minutes, stay tuned. High fives all around. We got the world champion of Street Fighter 4, Western Wolves Mad Catz Infiltration, going up against Razor Latif in a first of 7. Stay tuned.
You know, funny story, right when Grand Finals was happening in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I went outside to go use the restroom and all this stuff like that, and as I walked out there on a bench, I found Marcus asleep, lying on there. He was completely knocked out, and I woke him up. I was like, hey, you're about to go up, and he just looked so tired, but you know what? It must have energized him just enough to get the victory for his team here.
John F. Kennedy took power naps, and he solved Cuban Missile Crisis. We're going to be back with Latif versus Infiltration after this. It's true.